I'm MOD ONE Graffiti artist. I'm 28 years old. My artwork is strongly influenced by lettering, typography and different aspects of the original basis of graffiti art, from the roots of tagging, lettering and then evolving into more illustrative side of things. I do work with independent businesses, I do work with commercial businesses too. So we've recently completed, or I would say I've completed the project at the Darley Street Market. That was quite a milestone for Bradford, you know, opening up the new market, and it was really amazing for me to be part of the Bradford 2025 development programme. So yeah, the first creation today, we focused on using a simple stencil, which is basically a circle. I've managed to cut that out using a craft knife. Once we've got the background sorted, I've used, of course, the spray paint, so we stuck on the circle, or I would say the stencil, onto the canvas, and then using the spray paint, not necessarily right inside of it, but just using the edge mark, just to create that kind of depth and tone, kind of justifying that 3D effect. And once I'm happy with the original black colour, I'd use a bit of a lighter colour, which is like a lighter blue, to again build that depth. And then once we've got, once I'm happy with the kind of lighting, I do use whites just to add a little bit more lighting to it to create that really 3D knock-on effect. So this process doesn't always have to be used by spray paint. We could use acrylics, acrylic paints, brushes or sponge to create a similar tone. You could pretty much use it on wood, plastic, paper, or even your wall if you really wanted to. But when it comes to using any public walls, please make sure you do ask for permission. So with the second canvas, I've managed to decide to go a little bit more colourful, play around with the colours. You know, again, there's no limits with the colours, it's your personal choice. So what I've done, use a straight edge and using a black spray paint, just to cut back to the colour on top of the layer. Now again, this doesn't have to be straight, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you're happy with it, again, you could constantly add to it. It could be as simple or as, you know, complicated as you really want it to be. It's all based on your vision. The perfection is not the outcome of this artwork, it's more of the actual process and creating that depth effect with your colour choice. I think it's not stopping evolving when it comes to drawing or mark making or creating artworks. I think trying different options will always, well, you're not failing, you're literally learning, that's what I would say. So to me, I think it's quite important to try new techniques, and especially from a traditional, again, just coming back to the traditional perspective of whether it's using spray paint, oil paint or acrylic paint. To me personally, I think it's always stepping you know, out of the comfort zone. That's the most important part.